Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Jeff Koinange hosted Professor PLO LUMUMBA, and then he hosted Dr. Barack Muluka. And the main story here was about the reactions, or rather the actions of Gladys Bosholei and the actions of Moses Masika Wetangula. They also talked about the silence of William Samoei Ruto throughout this process of impeachment. You will all agree with me that Ruto has remained mum, and it's as if this matter is not going on. Of course, there are people who talk about the promise he made to protect his deputy. Of course, because that is not what is happening. But we are still waiting to see how he's going to handle the final stage of this impeachment, because this matter will have definitely go to his desk, and he will be forced to approve or disapprove the decision by the Senate and the Parliament.
The marriage of convenience that PLO talks about is a marriage that is informed by vows that were taken in secrecy, vows that we know nothing about. They must have included promissory notes about certain things which would be fulfilled in the post-nuptial dispensation, in which case we had that RIGATHI, the deputy president, was deeply endowed in the pockets, and that there were lots of funds that he produced that went towards the campaign. In this country of kusema na kutenda, kutenda meaning tendering, in this country of shareholding, I see every possibility that Rigathi Gachagua was told that in the government that we are going to form, you are going to enjoy a certain percentage of tendering, and which has not happened.
So I want to take you through two videos, one from PLO LUMUMBA, another one from Dr. Barack Muluka, over the statements of the prolonged silence from William Samoei Ruto. So before we get there, please like this video. It's so important if you like this video. I'm so grateful for everybody who has been liking our videos. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you did not subscribe before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support.
Silence betokens consent. The silence is silence most eloquent. That those who work and are guided by me do what has been commanded quietly. And the enthusiasm of the members of parliament, it is enthusiasm without precedent. It is the kind of enthusiasm that you see when you listen to the speaker outside of parliament, you listen to the deputy speaker outside of parliament. Those who are going to preside have already made a decision, so that when the individual, the deputy president, is taken to the slaughter, it is almost a done deal. And when you see the speed with which gazette notices are issued, when you see the speed with which documents relating to public participation are prepared, in a country where we claim there is no money, when you see the availability of funds which are then deployed, it tells you that this is something that is sealed at the very top, and that the goose is cooked for the deputy president.
Now, on to PLO LUMUMBA and Dr. Barack Muluka. On this session, ladies and gentlemen, PLO LUMUMBA and Barack Muluka seems to be saying that Rigathi Gachagua's goose was cooked, to mean that the dice had been cast and that Rigathi Gachagua is not going to survive, that his fate had already been sealed. So these are some of the things which are coming out from PLO LUMUMBA and Dr. Barack Muluka. I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, whether you also believe that this is the case. But on the side of fate had been sealed, I tend to agree with these two gentlemen. Why? Because when Moses Masika Wetangula, who is the Speaker of the National Assembly, and Deputy Speaker Gladys Bosholei pronounced their position outside Parliament, that they were going to make sure that the impeachment motion sails through. The moment they did that, it was evident that Rigathi Gachagua's goose was already cooked. There is one common notion here, that all these things were pre-planned. If you look at what Barack Muluka said, and he seems to believe that Rigathi could have been shortchanged, because he says that when Ruto picked Rigathi over Kithure Kindiki, who received most of the votes, Ruto could have looked for someone who would offer more finance. That's why he could have settled for Rigathi Gachagua. This is now based on what Barack Muluka is trying to tell us here, ladies and gentlemen. So he could have gone for Rigathi Gachagua because of finance, because campaigns require a lot of finance. So Rigathi could have invested in this government, and that is the reason why now Rigathi Gachagua finds it strange that he's now being kicked out after spending on a government. But the main reason why Rigathi Gachagua appears agitated is because he could have been promised more tenders, but now is denied these tenders. Maybe that is the reason, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about what you think regarding this matter, but based on Barack Muluka's point, he seems to tell us that Rigathi is simply reacting to the fact that he has been denied tenders. He has been denied the privileges which he was assured. He has been denied so many things. So that is the reason why he is reacting.
But for whatever reasons not disclosed, but which we are allowed to speculate about because we have the capacity, the ability and the proclivity to speculate. Rigiji, the deputy president, was deeply endowed in the pockets, and that there were lots of funds that he produced that went towards the campaign. In this country of kusema na kutenda, kutenda meaning tendering, in this country of shareholding, I see every possibility that Rigathi Gachagua was told that in the government that we are going to form, you are going to enjoy a certain percentage of tendering, and which has not happened. And that tendering was meant to recoup his investment in the election. I see that it all pertains to informal government and the things that happen in informal government. I see that it pertains to Adani, it pertains to Shah, it pertains to ongoing things in the power and energy sector.
So I don't know, but what do you think William Ruto is a bit silent on this matter? Why is he silent? This is something that PLO LUMUMBA has also brought on board, saying that there's a prolonged silence from William Ruto, and it's not easy to tell whether he's going to support this matter or he's going to reject the whole thing from Parliament. Personally, I agree with someone who told me that maybe Ruto is trying to tell Rigathi Gachagua indirectly that, look here, you should know that I can decide to have you fired, despite the fact that we were on a joint ticket, but I can have you fired. So if at all that is the case, then I think Ruto has successfully convinced Rigathi Gachagua that he can have him fired. Because taking Rigathi Gachagua through all these processes ni kama kusimamisha kazi zingine zote na kuangalia hiyo kitu ambacho kitasaidia. The mere fact that Rigathi Gachagua will be impeached will not add value to Kenyans' lives. So, ladies and gentlemen, just go below in your comment section and you can offer a reaction on these statements from PLO LUMUMBA and Dr. Barack Muluka. Just offer a reaction below the comment section. So perhaps if you're watching this video and have not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.